Fast forward to day 25. Yes, I did get some virus or something, and I didn't feel well for a week or so. And then my mom came to visit me for a couple of days, and then my husband had his birthday, so I obviously wanted to be present for them. And during all those days, my 12-week plan wasn't a priority at all. I didn't keep track of it. I didn't follow the plan. And of course, at this point, I have some thoughts about maybe I just give up on that 12-week plan and start absolutely anew with a new 12-week cycle on next Monday. But then I also remind myself that there is no such thing as a perfect time to start or do something. We do create that perfect time ourselves. So even though I might feel upset and even like giving up, I don't want to. I am going to pick up from where I left and continue. This is episode 4 in a series of how to implement 12-week year system, where I share all the steps of this approach and also document how I actually live by it during 12 weeks. So you can have both step-by-step guidance and real-life example. Make sure to watch previous videos from this series. Now you can find them all in one playlist. And of course, subscribe to my channel not to miss future episodes from this experiment and more valuable content on intentional happiness, slow living and slow productivity. In this video, you will see all my emotions, insights, challenges and wins from weeks 4 to 6. And if you watched my previous vlog, you know that by week 4, I got to the point where I needed to reconsider how to move forward. Because a lot has happened during first 3 weeks, things went not as planned and I ended up being far behind with my 12-week plan. Basically, by week 4, I still was in the very beginning of it. In addition to that, in the very beginning of week 4, my husband one evening came home with an idea to go on a 2-week long road trip, which sounded as beautiful adventure, but it would take another 2 weeks out of this 12-week cycle. At this point, it felt that there is simply no space for 12-week plan in my life right now, and I really didn't know how to proceed. And this is the place where the book stops too. In the book, there is a lot of cheering up for you to try 12-week year system, a lot of explanations of its benefits and how to implement it, but not that much instructions on what to do when your plan falls apart. So let's take a step out of the book framework, and here is what and how I did. First thing that I think is important to do before you take any actual decisions or do any changes in your 12-week plan is to distinguish between reaction and response. When I was thinking to throw my plan out of the window and start from scratch next week, this was my reaction. I felt upset, disappointed, worried that I'm behind with my plan, and of course it seemed easier to start over than to continue. Reaction is mainly based on emotions, and feeling like that, no wonder I was truly considering starting over. But then I asked myself, would this decision be in line with my values and beliefs? And my reaction changed to the response. I generally don't give up when first struggle arises. I do believe in my goals, and most importantly, I truly want this experiment to be very honest, real life example, not perfect or theoretical. As soon as I shifted my focus from emotions to those beliefs, there were no doubts left that I want to continue with this 12-week cycle. I believe that making decisions based on your response, not reaction, really can change your experience with achieving your goals. Because when your foundation is your value values and beliefs, not your emotions, then you can find more strength and motivation to overcome challenges when they arise. And it also can help you to get faster to that point where starting something transforms to progressing with something. Although, of course, I believe that different choices, different responses are valid in different contexts. I'm truly curious to know, have you had similar situation when working on your goals? And when making a decision to start over or continue or maybe give up, which also can be okay, have you ever noticed the difference of that impact, that response or reaction can have on your decisions? During first half of this 12-week cycle, I had a lot of learnings, and I'm trying my best to share the most valuable with you. To see your reaction and to read your comment is the biggest support and the best thank you for my work. When I was sure about my decision to continue with this 12-week cycle, I could calmly adjust my 12-week plan. And here's how I did it by reviewing each part of the plan top down. Firstly, I answered, do I need to adjust my goals for this 12 weeks cycle, considering that technically I have left only 6.5 weeks to work on my goals. I decided to keep my goals as is because I believe that it's doable to achieve them even within shorter period of time. But I also was accepting the possibility that I maybe will not achieve goals 100%, so I noted down a plan B. For example, for my goal to publish 7 videos during those 12 weeks on my YouTube channel, I noted a plan B, which is to publish 5 videos. My main arguments for keeping goals as is that I'm truly curious to see what will be my end result in comparison with initially set goals, and is it possible to achieve the same goals within shorter period of time, or do I really need to lower my expectations? This will be very good feedback for the future. Then I look to the actions for each goal, answering, do I still want to keep all of them? And what I discovered here is that despite my best effort to include only most efficient actions to my 12-week plan, see video about step 2, I still included some actions that are nice to have. Well, those are still valuable actions, but rather in a long term, strategically. They will not directly make me closer to achieving my goals in this 12-week cycle. For example, for my goal with content creation, I included an action to research how AI can help me with technical things like uploading video on YouTube, which would definitely simplify the process overall. But in this 12-week plan, where my main focus is to simply create first 7 videos for YouTube, not to optimize the process, this is not the most important action. To review actions in this stage after first 3-4 weeks was super valuable, and I definitely recommend doing that in any case. It's kind of second level review, which really helps to check once again which actions are the main ones, the most important ones, and which are additional actions. At this point, I of course excluded some of those additional actions from my 12-week plan, making the list of actions a little bit shorter once again. However, I still kept some additional actions for some goals, but with a side note that I will work on them only if I have time for them. And finally, I reviewed the timeline for all actions in my 12-week plan. Basically, I defined new target week for each action. And of course, I made sure that I don't plan any actions on those weeks when I will be on our road trip and when I know that I won't be able to work on my 12-week plan, so I don't create any unnecessary stress for future me. As well, I planned those additional actions to the last 2 weeks so they don't distract my focus from the main actions before that. And that is all that I did to adjust my 12-week plan. In result, I had same goals with plan B goals just in case, shorter list of main actions for each goal, and I defined new timeline for those actions considering my future plans and events. And most importantly, with this updated plan, I let go of all the emotions that I had from the very chaotic beginning of this 12-week cycle. I gained back feeling of control over my 12-week plan and felt new wave of motivation and energy to continue working on my goals. And here's how my experiment continued from week 5. Today is day 29 and I'm starting my week 5 from this 12-week cycle. For the past couple of days, I had kind of bad mood days, but I still worked on achieving my goals. I did some actions from my task list for the week, and I feel really proud with myself because of that. Previously, every time when I would have like a bad mood or low energy day, I would decide to chill or rest and postpone my to-do things to later. Now, when I have clear and short a list of the tasks for the week almost all the time in front of my eyes, and I also plan time for completing those tasks in my calendar with time blocks, so I constantly receive notifications, reminders from the calendar. It's not that easy to postpone the task. It kind of creates that supporting system that would motivate me to all the time remember about my goals, about my tasks, and instead of just procrastinate, really opt for doing something. So although I started my week properly only on Thursday, I still managed to do a lot. I even managed to really improve my sleep quality. Last week, I was more consistent with my sleep routines or habits, and in result, for the past 4 nights, I sleep really well. Another huge thing that I have accomplished is that I have finalized editing of the video for YouTube, of the first video for YouTube. It took me 23 days, but of course, during that period, there were different things happening in my life as well, a lot of things I needed to do from scratch. So logically that it took time. For the next 2 weeks, I have really a lot to do. Because then we're having our road trip. So I want to do as much as I can in those 2 weeks in order not to feel again behind my 12-week plan, not to feel again worried that I am kind of distracted from it. So first day of week 5, let's go. Good morning, day 31. I'm still in my pajamas because I jumped out of my bed straight to vlog. I had just a thought to share. By the way, today's first day when I slept well all night and I woke up before 9 a.m. without alarm. This is my first win in a long time, although I woke up worried. And this is exactly why I wanted to record this vlog. For the past 2 days, I worked hard trying to do a bit more than I planned for the day, which I partly managed, but still it didn't help much because I realized that my to-do list for today and tomorrow is too big. I even couldn't time block my today and tomorrow because I simply couldn't fit all those tasks in those days. So this day I'm starting with saying to myself to breathe in, breathe out, calm down, and just start with what matters most. So my idea for today and tomorrow is to first of all focus on the tasks which are important and time critical. Then I'll see how much time I have left for important but not time critical tasks, and anything what is not important is not in my focus unless it is something that I can do in less than 5 minutes. So if today you wake up the same, feeling worried about your to-do list, despite pajamas and my morning voice, I just felt the urge to share it all with you this morning, just in case if you feel the same. But first things first, I want to get ready for the day and have my morning matcha latte. I'm finishing today late. You can actually see how dark it is outside, but I really want to thank myself today for this decision that I did in the morning to focus only on the most important tasks. It really made me free from feeling any guilt that I cannot make it all in one day. And one of the things that I did today, which is my big win, is that I have published my first video on my new YouTube channel. It feels like I'm finally making that progress on my 12-week plan that I was looking for a month, and I'm so happy. And yes, right now I'm talking about the very first video on my channel, the first video on this 12-week challenge, which I hope you already have seen. If not, please go and check first two videos. Without implementing those first two steps, you won't be able to use this system in your life. So make sure to watch them and also to subscribe to this channel in order not to miss any future content. Another intense day is waiting for me tomorrow, but I'm going to continue with my approach to focus on the most important things. I just had two most productive days so far in terms of progress on my 12-week plan. Yesterday, I published my first video on my new YouTube channel, and today I filmed another one. 2 months ago, I wouldn't even imagine that I can do that during the same week. And here, 2 days. And so far, I think this is the thing that I love the most about 12-week year system. It is the fact that for the 12-week cycle, you really narrow down your goals, the actions that you take, so the list doesn't feel overwhelming. It does feel realistic to complete, and you actually have focus and space to take actions and to make progress. Today, I still need to do a couple other things outside of my 12-week plan, including some preparation for our road trip that is coming in less than 2 weeks. I realized that probably I need to clarify one thing. For those 2 days, I had a lot of things that I wanted to complete. But as I focused on doing only what matters most, so the most important tasks and the most time critical tasks, I also gained back my focus, my control over my to-do list, and I was able to complete those tasks. So I haven't done all the things that I wanted to do in those 2 days, but I did what matters most. And this is why those 2 days still feel super productive, super valuable. I'm happy with the progress that I made. Good morning, day 33. Today I woke up feeling really tired from previous 2 days, but luckily today is my day off, which I'm going to spend in a place full of magic and beauty with my hairstylist, and we are going to upgrade my look. And as I woke up really tired this morning, I didn't feel wearing anything else than a simple sports costume. Anything what doesn't need thinking and doesn't need ironing will be suitable. And my hair is pink again. It's some kind of magic. Every time when I visit my hairstylist, my hair turns pink. And I cannot do anything about it because I like it this way. So what do you think? Is it too much? Is it not enough? To me, it's just perfect. It's day 34 and today I realized that our road trip is only in 7 days. And considering that I have an ambition to prepare 2 videos for YouTube before that, I decided that I won't have my second day off, which I initially planned for tomorrow, because I kind of don't think that I need it. Actually, today and tomorrow will be decisive in terms of will I manage to prepare those 2 videos or not? Because if today and tomorrow I will manage to do as much as I envisioned, as I planned, then I win a chance to manage to prepare those 2 videos. If not, then really zero chances. So let's see how productive I will be. It's day 35 and today I woke up with some self-doubting thoughts. It's not very directly linked with 12-week year system, but every time when I start actively taking steps towards my goals, my dream goals, I start to have thoughts like, Uliana, stop being silly. By now, you needed to have established career, but you decided that you want to be self-employed as a coach and start your YouTube channel. Like, seriously, are you crazy or what? Good thing is that by now I learned very well that all kind of not enough thoughts usually are not true. And maybe it deserves separate video to share how I deal with different kind of self-doubting, self-criticizing thoughts. But in short, of course, my main tool is self-coaching. I simply check in with myself, where those thoughts are coming from, how do they relate with my values and with what I believe in, what is true and what is not. And this kind of internal dialogue with myself helps me to do reality check, clarify things, and of course respond to these kind of thoughts and calm them down. So despite the fact that I woke up with such thoughts and not in the very good mood because of that, now by the middle of the day I was able to normalize my mood, and especially it is great that it's not preventing me from working on my goals today and progressing with my 12-week plan. Day 36, and good news today is that in the last 2 days I did manage to do all my planned tasks, and it means that I kind of won the chance that I will be able to prepare 2 YouTube videos before our road trip. Still, it's only a chance. It's not a guarantee, and it still will be very hard to do considering all what I have for this week, but it's possible. It's not impossible anymore. However, it won't be anything critical if I will not manage to do that. Of course, if I do have 2 videos, then I'll go on my vacation with great, amazing feeling that I'm well on track with my 12-week plan. And even despite this vacation, which initially was not planned during those 12 weeks, I still might complete my 12-week plan by 100%. But if I won't have 2 videos, it's still okay. Still, it will be a very good progress for me. I will be still satisfied with the results. So I want to try to do my best, but I also don't want to push myself on the edge or sacrifice my well-being and work with too much stress and worry. It's day 37 and today I'm adding another if to my formula. If today I will manage to finish editing one video, then my chance that I will be able to create and prepare before my vacation second video increases significantly. However, before I actually can start working on the editing video, I need to do some other tasks not related with my 12-week plan, because some tasks that I deprioritized last week, which were important but were not time critical, now they become time critical, because mainly they are related with our road trip, which is actually in 3 days. So first half of the day I will dedicate to manage those tasks, and then I will be fully focusing on editing video. And let's see if I can manage. And I just want to remind that it took me almost a month to create my first video for YouTube. Now creating 2 in 1 week, I don't know, maybe it's too optimistic, or maybe I overestimate the reality. It is surprisingly warm and sunny day today, so I decided to have my tea on a balcony. It's day 38 and there are no more any ifs in my formula, because firstly, I didn't manage to finish editing video yesterday. Secondly, yesterday evening, I also understood that I started to rush a lot. I started to lose joy in the process and instead experience stress, which is absolutely not needed. So I accepted the situation that I won't be able to create 2 videos before our road trip. But important message here is that I am not disappointed with myself at all. I still feel proud of myself and proud of that progress that I'm making with my 12-week plan. To me, it is very important to achieve my goals and make progress in a healthy manner, with having a good balance between making an effort, pushing myself, but at the same time caring for my well-being. I simply believe that it is much more sustainable approach. And today I definitely want to spend slower and calmer, finish those tasks that I have before our road trip, start preparing to our vacation, and most of all, I want to enjoy the process. And to be completely honest, how you think this ambition or challenge to make 2 videos before our road trip, how you think it impacted my other goal to improve my sleep quality? Obviously, I started to compromise on my sleep. I haven't done sleep meditation last 4 evenings in a row. I again go to bed very late because I also work late, which is a very clear red flag. And I just found out another red flag. If I just look to my mood tracker for the past 3 days, my mood was mainly cloudy. I believe it is related with this sense of rush and sense of stress. So again, cheers to the idea to do the best that you can, but with self-kindness and self-care. Today is day 40, last day before we are going on our road trip. And last 2 days were quite intense, as I was trying to finish as much as I can from those tasks that I had. And to be honest, I barely managed to finish 1 video for YouTube. I don't know how I was imagining creating 2 videos, but I did finish 1 and I'm very happy with the result. And now I'm officially entering next chapter, which is our road trip. We are going from Latvia to Croatia by car with a dog, and we are doing it first time. So we feel excited and a bit scary at the same time. Hopefully everything goes well. During our road trip, I don't know how much, if at all, I will be able to work on anything in relation to my 12-week plan, but it also wasn't the goal, because As you know, I did previously review my 12-week plan considering this vacation for 2 weeks. So my main priority is to have rest, have fun, spend really good quality time, discover new places, and have a lot of joy. And actually, I don't know how such long break will impact my motivation, determination, and how easy or hard it will be for me to get back on track with my 12-week plan when I'm back from vacation. So make sure to subscribe not to miss future episodes from this experiment, and I see you in the next video. What was your biggest insight from this video? Usis is watching you to write a comment and subscribe.